Very bull day today for the stock market. This is like a quick look of the top market cap of the SP 500, and then we move to analyze Goldman Sachs and Oracle, because these two stocks are still hugely undervalued. So as we can see, the intrinsic value of Nvidia is basically way above. So the minus and the red mean that it's overvalued. Nvidia always been overvalued or most of the time. And then we can see the only undervalued stock in the top 10 of the SP 500 is Microsoft. And then we need to go down there. JP Morgan is still undervalued, not too much. And then in the top, we have still Oracle and Bank of America. So today is a very positive day. So Microsoft gained 3%, Google 1%, Broadcom 2%. And if we have a look to Oracle, today Oracle gained 12%. It's really a lot. So we move, if we filter the app by intrinsic value and descending, and we check the tech sector, these are the most undervalued stock in the SP 500 of the tech sector. As we can see, we still have Fidelity, Adobe, Salesforce, Cognizant, and Accenture. A notable mention is Qualcomm. Qualcomm is a very interesting stock and is making like CPU for phones. It is undervalued by 24%, and Oracle is still undervalued. Today gained 12%, but is still undervalued according to my algorithm. The distance from the 52 weeks high for Oracle is 60%, and Qualcomm is 37%. Adobe is 46%. So these stocks are really interesting to have a look. If we check the news for today, so the selected news of today is JP Morgan and Morgan Stanley urge buying the dip as US earnings stay resilient. The market is now bottoming, says Morgan Stanley Wealth Management Skelly. And the last two news, the chart to watch is Palantir and Nvidia, according to Charles Schwab. And OpenAI, there is a question, is OpenAI outgrowing Microsoft? A new Amazon alliance raised the stakes. So they may have like a venture, Amazon and Palantir, Amazon and OpenAI. So most probably OpenAI will grow, but is not a listed stock. So we can't trade OpenAI. So if we have a look to the snapshot of the SP 500, the SP 500 is up 1% today. The tech industry is up, the bank sector is up, and everything is up today. This is like the 1 hour chart, normal candles. As we can see, the RSI is overbought, and the price basically break the upper Bollinger Band, and the price finally is above the SMA 200. This is, I repeat, is not a daily chart, this is an hourly chart. So the SP 500 is finally rising. It's still at the level of the beginning of March, so nothing major, but it's rising, so it's a really positive news. If we check the earnings, there are some interesting upcoming earnings, like Boeing, Tesla, Intel, Bank of America, Johnson & Johnson, and United Health. If we check the recent earnings, so Goldman Sachs beat the earnings, so both the revenue and the earning per share. And if we have a look to the Goldman Sachs stock, if we quickly analyze the stock, Goldman. Can't find it. Financial services. Goldman Sachs, yeah, is still like I mentioned before, is really undervalued. If we have a look to the stats, so the Piotrowski score is neutral, and the Altman score is in a distress zone. So if one of you guys want to buy this stock, just keep that in mind. So is in a distress zone. If we have a look to the chart, this is the daily chart. So today Goldman Sachs is in a BR position just after the earnings. So is just way underneath the upper Bollinger Bands. And usually after the earnings, like a week, 2 weeks after earnings, the stock, if it's dropping, it keeps dropping. So if one of you guys want to buy the stock, I would wait at least 1 week. If we have a look to the hourly candles, and we use like Eikinashi to reduce noise, as we can see, the stock dropped after earnings, and now is rising a bit, but most probably it will fall during this week. So before buying the stock, I will wait at least 1 or 2 weeks, and we need to keep like the situation monitored. But the Goldman Sachs, this stock is in my personal watch list, so I will keep an eye. If we check the ETF flow by the major funds, so today there were 75 buy and 12 net sells. So if we check the stock bought by ETF flow like ARCs, so Starbucks, 2 fund bought Starbucks, Cisco, Google, and 4 funds bought Palantir. And then we have the Taiwan Semiconductor, Microsoft, Broadcom, and Carrier Global. So hopefully my expectation for the market is the market will keep rising and the war in Iran will sort. So hopefully for the next 3 months, everything will keep rising. So we'll see what happens. Okay, see you guys tomorrow in a new video. Bye bye.